Right, so today we're going to talk about politics. No, actually. How's everybody doing today? I kind of got this little budget ass setup, but I think it might work. I'm looking at the little screen there, but I probably should be looking at the lens over here. And I changed the temperature of the light on my LED ring. So I wonder what difference that's going to make, if any. So today I want to talk about the Doom Eternal soundtrack. I don't know if y'all have. Well, let me start over. So a couple days ago, I came out with a video on Doom Eternal and how I've been thoroughly enjoying it during these quarantine times. But something that I haven't heard much about lately is the soundtrack itself. As much as I love it, it hasn't been released yet, at least as far as I know, and I've been, back when it was, kind of a controversy back in, I think it was like April or May of 2020, I was kind of looking at it like every day. I was like, okay, maybe the soundtrack will come out today. Maybe it'll come out today. But no, alas. And I'm pretty sure the last article written on it was in May or maybe June of last year, and I have yet to hear anything else about the soundtrack. So in software, I know some stuff went down with Mick Gordon. But it seems like you have two very capable music producers in David Levy and Andrew Hochschild. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that. With the Ancient Gods, they did a great job on that soundtrack, and I'd love to hear more from them. I'm sure we will in the Ancient Gods Part 2. But, Ed, what's up? Where's that soundtrack? I mean, I was considering for a short period of time to just go and buy the collector's edition specifically for the soundtrack, even though I don't need the game, and as cool as the helmet is, I probably don't need that either. But that soundtrack though, so what's going on, Ed? I've been waiting for this for a while, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Like I would, well, not just me, but I guarantee you there are, I'm probably underestimating here, but like hundreds of thousands of people that would pay full price for that soundtrack, whatever it costs. So, like, what's up, Ed? Where's that soundtrack at? Could we get an update? Because again, last article I read talking about this was like May or June of last year, so an update would be greatly appreciated, if not the soundtrack itself. And excuse me, the Ancient Gods Part 1, my goodness, another really great soundtrack. And that, I mean, as far as I know anyway, there isn't any controversy with those two producers, so could you release that one too? Spotify, Apple Music, whatever have you, like, put it out there. I know people will pay for it. I just, would like to hear what's going on with that. So I'm going to try to reach out to y'all at id and see if I can't get a response about that. And maybe I won't, maybe I won't get so lucky. Because, who am I? I'm a nobody. I have like a little over 100 subscribers. I'm no one in the grand scheme of things. But I know I'm not the only one that's wondering, where in the heck? No. Where in the hell, pun intended, is this soundtrack? Because I would love to jam out to that shit driving to work without having to pull up YouTube and like burn the hell out of the battery just so I could listen to this music. And don't get me wrong, I'll still do it because the music's pretty good. But a full-fledged soundtrack release would be pretty cool, because it's been almost a year since your game came out and we still have no full soundtrack. So yeah, I don't know about anybody else out there, but I'm wondering what the heck's going on. So I wonder how that is going to affect the recording. Anyways, so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. And you know what? It has been almost a year. Maybe I'm the only one that's out here like, yo, the heck is going on? But I kind of doubt it. I have a sneaking suspicion that like everybody else that plays this game is wondering where the heck the soundtrack is. And for reference, I'm not the best player. I'm definitely not. Like I said in my last video, I just started my first nightmare run. Not ultra nightmare, because I don't know about that ultra nightmare shit. Just started my first nightmare run. I made it through, what was it, the UAC something, the one with the Marauder. I forget the name of the mission, okay? I played the campaign a bunch, but I forgot the mission name, okay? Don't sue me. Or do, you won't get anything, but that's beside the point. So I just got through that mission. I actually looked this up because I didn't know that you could look up how long you played the game on Xbox, or at least I'd forgotten. And before you say anything, yes, I play on Xbox. I'm not a PC gamer, clearly. So don't get your panties in a twist. I can't get myself a big ol' nice gaming rig, not yet. So I'm playing on console, and it works pretty well. I mean, I can't weapon switch nearly as quick or as well as all the guys on PC, but I think I'm doing all right. So I have 146 hours on Doom Eternal right now. And, you know, maybe that's rookie numbers compared to some of the guys on PC. I don't know. I just know that I'm, like, way ahead of anybody else on my, you know, friends list. Not that anybody pays attention to that anymore. But I really care about this game. I really enjoy this game. There are I would argue that there's a few problems with it that other much bigger YouTubers have brought up, like the chainsaw no target and the blood punch inconsistency, and then the chain gun, that little awful noise that plays now when you start it up. Kind of ridiculous, but you know what? I still play and very much enjoy the game, those things being in it. I know. Do I wish they were fixed? Yeah, I'd love it if at some point they did fix those things. But circling back around, it's been almost a year. Where is that soundtrack at? Anyways, I'll talk to y'all another time.